Uppy, uppy, uppy. It's one funny morning. I'm Dana Blizzard, and it's too early in the morning. This is the dumbest show in the whole world.
From Monday
to Friday. Sometimes on Saturdays.
Why would you say that in front of all these people?
Dean stinks.
You never know what's gonna happen.
That's your Dateline voice?
I don't know.
It wasn't good.
It wasn't.
It's not a chicken leg. This is a chicken leg.
Look at that manhole cover on my face.
Not a bad rendition of me. Hold on.
It's such a small town. So if you're walking, people just be like, "Do you want to ride?" It's like they don't need Uber. They
what?
just have.
What?
They just pull over. They give you a honk,
No.
and they're like, "We know your brother. We'll give you a ride to school or whatever."
That's called
our small
murder
town.
in New Jersey.
What's outside your Puerto Rico?
That's Stella! Yeah!
Hey, this is Kathy Lamb coming to you from Paris. We're in Paris. Can you tell? And we'd like to welcome you to the One Funny Morning Show with your host, Dina Blizzard. Woo!
Good morning, good morning. Sue Tonarelli's everywhere. Everywhere in Vegas. She's basically Miss Vegas. Good morning, I'm Dina Blizzard. We are late today. I apologize before we move on for my lateness today. I got a new leg. I don't know how it works. What was that? I don't know how this leg works. Good morning, Kim. So the boot came off, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. I don't know. It's like learning to walk all over again, and it's not going well. So yesterday I go to see my orthopedist after not walking on my leg for 6 weeks. And he looks at the things and he was like, yep, good. You're fine. You can walk. And I was like, let's talk about this. Let's take it baby steps. I was like, no, just go ahead. Get up and walk. And I was like, okay, crazy man. You're drunk. Are you missing the boot like it's, yeah, no. I crutched out to the car. I got the shoe, the left shoe that I haven't worn in 6 weeks. Put it on my foot. It barely fits because it's still swollen. And and then I was walking with one crutch. Like I really have not. I know. You know how fast I can go on my scooter? I'm really trying to not scoot around the house because I'm ready. Yeah. I was afraid you got stuck in the basement. That's on the table as an option for sure. Well, he said to start walking on it. And he said, if by the weekend I'm not walking on it or I'm in pain, then I should go to physical therapy. He wrote me a script for it. Yeah, Patricia, I would not have gotten I'm scared. I would not have gotten very far at all. And it's just weird. So I'm just walking slow like a weirdo with like a limp. There's no reason I should have a limp, but I do. It took me several weeks to get used to having two legs again. It's weird, Jessica. So he was like, listen, don't jump and don't run. I was like, those are two things I would never do in real life. So no, I'm not going to do that. I know. I'm going to do my physical therapy just walking on the beach. So yeah, it's a little weird. And none of the kids were home. And I was setting up. So last night, I don't know if you had a chance to check it out. I hosted the first Firefly event for Story Summit, which was amazing. It's based on something called The Moth. I don't know if anybody knows what The Moth is, but there's a moth near you somewhere. They're basically like story slams, speaking slams. What what does that even mean? So like there's a moth Philadelphia, a moth Los Angeles, a moth Chicago, a moth London. And they are events that are hosted events where people, it's kind of like an open mic for stories. And sometimes they have like an open mic one where you show up and you have a theme. And the theme might, like, I think this month it's redemption. And you have to have a story ready about redemption in some way, something you overcame, whatever. And then they'll put everybody's name in a hat, and then they just pick 10 out. There is a moth podcast I heard. I haven't checked it out yet. And then if your name gets called, then you go up and you go and perform. And then whoever wins that night gets like moved to the next round. And then it's almost like Miss America. And eventually you wake up, you make your way all the way to the National Grand Slam. I've heard the moth on public radio. So Story Summit is the writing group that I'm a part of, big fan of. And I just think that, it's some of the programs are free. Some of the programs are real directed. Like I'm in a memoir class, but there's fiction, there's men's programs, men's writing. There's like some deep writing sessions that are just for women. There's just so many. And so last night was meant to be their version of the moth. Instead of 5 minutes, they got 3 minutes. And we learned a little bit about each of them and some fun facts. I loved hosting it. Missy, our own Missy Hall, was one of the writers that was chosen to read. And the readings were so different. It was funny. I realized last night there was only one man on the show, John Hebert. It's not Hebert, it's John Hebert. He's like, Dina, no H. I go, but I see the H. He was like, it's French. And so Storm is my porn. That lady was so funny. There was a lady that's a porn chaser. Okay, focus. I'm so tired. A storm chaser. I'm sure there are porn chasers, and that is different. I don't want to say that too much because of TikTok. But she's a storm chaser. And that was her line. She said she loves storms. It is her. You know what? It's TikTok's here. Then the guy, John Hebert, he is a musician, a writer, something else, and a jewelry maker. He's like a Renaissance man. And I said, what kind of jewelry do you make? And he was very specific. He was like, I make jewelry, earrings, necklaces out of vintage piano parts. What? Like very specific. He's like, my neighbor fixes antique pianos. And every once in a while, something can't be fixed, or he fixes it, takes the old parts out, and there's just a pile of all these parts. So I just decided to start making jewelry out of it. Right? Let's look him up. Because there was a website. Let's see if I can find them. No, there's a lot of Hey Bear, but that's not his name. Jewelry. Let's see. Does anybody remember? Anybody remember his website? I can't find it. And yes, and he wrote, his piece was called The Summer of Lentils. He was like really into like eating clean. Mm-hmm. There was a dog humper. Mm-hmm. It was like so interesting. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was so interesting, and all the speakers were so different. Another reader there it is. Belinda, you're the best. Hold on. Let me grab this. This is the website. Let me put it in my thing. Hold on. John. Oh, heybert.com. That's it. All right. You good. You good. Piano jewelry. Let me show it to you. So interesting. Belinda to the rescue. All right, here it is. So this is him, musician, writer, artist. And so see this black piece in the middle? That's a piano key. That's a sharp key or flat, depending on how you look at it. And then these unique handmade items use upcycled piano parts from historic 50 to 120-year-old New Orleans pianos. I work primarily with sharp keys, plastic white key tops, key buttons, back checks, and dampers. I also sell at art markets around New Orleans. It all started when my neighbor, a piano repairman, came to me with a bag of old piano keys. This was the origin of my unique black key necklaces. Later on, my neighbor gave me a full piano action he couldn't use. I stripped all the parts and began my journey of making many unique jewelry pieces as I could with the strangely shaped parts. Let's go look at his Etsy store. It's so interesting. Right? Look, he's got the skull on it. So cool. Look at this. Wow. It's so cool. I just thought it was so interesting when people like find their thing, you know? You can't see it. I'll put it into the chat again. Hold on. Okay, hold on. There it is. Yeah, and VN put in. So that goes right to his website, and then from there you can find the piano key. So it's just, what is it? What is it that's wrong with you? Come on. You coming up? Sister's going to be at work if you stand there. I just love when people kind of fall into some amazing job or passion. I have another great story. And let me see if I can find. Hold on. Let me think about the name. I love this story. I'm not going to think of it. Give me a minute. It's a great story. And I want to make sure I can send you to them. Oh, I just left. It's a group. I should just have her on and tell you this story because it's so interesting. I don't do that. It's even better. It's a great performing group, and I wonder if they're gonna be around. Let me do some. I think I'm gonna put them on as guests because it's so cool. And I can't remember the name of the band. Laura, you're so right. It always amazes me what people can make. Had he ever made like jewelry before? If he just decided to make jewelry, like if I decided to make jewelry, nobody would buy it. They'd be like, "What did you do?" I'm like, I took apart this piano, made jewelry. They'd be like, "Why?" That's well done. Why would you do that? Like Sherry's passion for metal detecting. Who knew? Regina, it was really fun last night. Tracy, good for you for sleeping in. I use grape stems as tree trunks for many trees. Of course you do, Lucy. Of course you do. There's another great story. Do you guys remember Carolyn? Carolyn was pre-Stephanie, and she was a girl that I taught piano lessons to, and then later on she ended up working for me and doing the tech before Steph. But she was younger. She was probably 10 years younger than me, maybe more. Anyway, she always told this story. She's like, Dina, when I was in college, she went to Rowan as well. She goes, I was in college. She's like, and there was this one kid in our group, super dorky, Dina. Super dorky. Yeah, she was the baker. Super dorky. And she's like, everybody made fun of him. Like, we would all go out partying, but we'd always invite him. We're like, hey, do you want to come? He's like, nope, I got to go home. I got to make palm trees. And he would say it out loud. He would make palm trees. And they would be like, what? He's like, I can't go out drinking tonight. I have to go make palm trees in my basement with my parents. And it didn't make sense. And they'd be like, what are you talking about? He's like, I make realistic looking palm trees in my basement with my parents. We're starting a business. And it was just, she was like, Dina, it was so weird. She's like, people made fun of him. She goes, I thought he was a very nice guy, but he was a little different. And that's it. And I said, okay, that's an interesting story. She goes, that is not the end of this story. She goes, 5 years after I graduated from Rowan University, all the colleges started making their magazines and putting like successful graduates on the front. She says, doesn't the magazine come out 5 years later? I said, okay. She goes, and he's on the cover, surrounded by fake palm trees. I was like, okay. She goes, yep. Turns out that because he spent all his time in the basement making palm trees with his parents, he turned it into a business. He is the #1 maker of fake palm trees in the country, and he has millions and millions of dollars. And I was like, I'm telling you right now, marry a nerd. Marry a nerd. Passion. And she was like, we were all so dumb. But you hear that story a lot. Do you guys ever hear stories of like people like that were like a little weird about something? And then 5 years later, they run the whole East Coast something. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. I love those stories. You're like, go ahead, nerd. Do it. Mm-hmm. So interesting. Rebecca, what does that mean? Newton Public Schools. I don't know. I can't find it. You just have to tell me. All the weirdos I dated didn't turn out so good for them. I'm better where I am now than what I missed out on. Teachers were on strike. That's why today is her last day. Sometimes you gotta strike. All creative types have an edge of weirdness, and I love it. I agree with you. Like someone in high school playing the glockenspiel and now being the leader of a cult. I don't know. Ollie, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. In fact, Dean's 5-year reunion is coming up, and he was talking about it. Who went to their 5-year reunion? Anybody? I did, but only because Carrot made me. Carrot wanted to go to every single one of them, and I was like, I don't think this is a good idea. I went to my 5-year one. Yeah, nope. I did. So Dean's 5 years coming up. And he said, yeah, he goes, what's it going to be like? Is it just going to be a whole bunch of people just like sitting around, just saying like, hey, I wonder where everybody's working. I said, I think the question is everybody working? That's a better question. I'm going to my 40th on Saturday. Has anybody gone to their class reunion and did that thing where they end up reuniting with their long lost love or somebody they never talked to in high school and now they're together? Who's that? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Did you see that the 80-plus-year-old comedian you had on played the glockenspiel? Of course I did, Suzanne. I know my glockenspiel people. This year should have been my 25th, but I don't think anyone planned anything. What? Isn't that the job of the president? Like, oh, it's so cool when you wanted to be president, and now it's how many years later? Now it's how many years later? And now you don't want to put together the reunion? I don't think so. You couldn't pay me to go to reunion. Oh, Brooke, I love that. I'm weird. I have rose petals in between pages of so many books I'm trying to try and make jewelry out of. It's kind of weird. I love it. I only went to my 10-year reunion. We have high school reunions, but it's every 20 years. Never been to a reunion. Gina's been to all of hers. I went to the 10-year one. Now they just do a cookout. Yeah. Now I feel like when you get past a certain thing, you're like, yeah, I don't really care what we do. Like when you're younger, you're like, it better be nice. They better put something nice together. And then you're like, yeah, I'm probably not even going to go. Mm-hmm. Went to my 5th, but none after. Our class didn't want to organize anything that was 20 years ago. I've been to all of mine, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50. How old are you? I just went to my 40th. My 40th was last year. I talked a classmate into coming for the first time, and now she's talking to everybody again. That's nice. My friend connected with a classmate at the 10-year, and they've been married for 20 years. I went to my 50th. Lots of old men, but the ladies look great. Wouldn't that be exactly how it would go? Guys would just be like, all the girls are like, I got to start dieting. I got to work out. The guys are like, I got to put shoes on. Mm-hmm. Alejandra, I did not go to the basement. Brooke has until midnight tonight to fix the basement. We had that agreement. I don't think I can do the steps anyway. So never went to any of my class reunions. Never will. I reunited with my best friend from 8th grade. I started a stupid fight. I was so glad it was overcome 10 years after graduation. Oh, good. This year is my 20th. Not going. Brooke, you have to go, schmurmer. I'll go with you. Where do you live? We're going to go. I'll pretend I went. I'm like, how do you guys not remember me? Brooke and I. Don't you guys remember when we did that duet at the school at the talent show? You guys don't remember it. We were topless. Like, Brooke, just go and make stuff up. You just do it. Just talk crazy. Mm-hmm. My school is an annual all-year reunion every July in Wildwood. See, that's the way to do it. I did see my first love there. I'm married, so he did ask me to dance, but I couldn't. Really? So you couldn't dance with him? Is that wrong? I don't know. I'm not in this scenario. I married someone from high school. Everyone was blown away because we never dated in high school. I don't like anyone in high school. Don't think I'd like them 42 years later. Well, that was the thing, is that the only two people I talked to are Sherry and Sarah. That's it. They were the bestest of friends. Loved it. And I'm like, you're the only two I'm looking for. And I never left you. So I don't know why I would go. She was like, we have to go, Dee. We're going. So Sherry would drag us all, me and Sarah, to the reunions. Sarah seemed to know people. Unless you were in the band, nobody knows who I am. So I just stand there. I'm like, hello. I went to your high school. Like that. It's real weird. But I just like going because the two of them are there. If they weren't there, like if I didn't have any friends from high school, I probably wouldn't go. But I guess that's how everybody feels. I don't know. Lynette Mertz, Miss Pennsylvania. 35 here, not enough interest. Yeah. Wait, Lynette, I'm so glad that you're here. I have a crazy story, and Lynette will know exactly what I'm talking about. Lynette, it's so crazy you're here today. Okay. Let me take you back. It's circa 1994, 95-ish. Nobody remembers. I'm Miss New Jersey. Lynette Mertz is Miss Pennsylvania. We make fast friends. We have a great time, as well as Miss Delaware. Well, I had competed. I'm totally going on this is a right turn. Okay, picture this. The year is 1995. And I had been competing for 2 years. So the first year I competed is the year that Heather Whitestone won. Do you guys remember Heather Whitestone? She was the first deaf Miss America. And I watched her win. It was amazing. We do need a tropical vacation. She won. It was amazing. But her year, her first runner-up was a woman named Cullen Johnson. And Cullen was beautiful. Cullen, Cullen. Cullen was her name. And she was beautiful. And didn't end up winning because Heather Whitestone was extraordinary. And yeah. Well, yesterday, Lynette, a video of her came through on my Instagram. And it's a video of her at Miss America the year before us. And I'm thinking, why is a video of Cullen Johnson being called into the top 10 for Miss America coming across this feed right now from 90s rando? And all it said at the bottom was before. And I was like, before what? And then the next video plays. And the next video, I don't know if any of you see, this happened at the end of last year, like December of 23. It's a video of her. It does not look like her. It's a video of her, now 53, and in the throes of addiction. And she looks hard. She looked hard. And it made the national news probably 6 months ago. And she is very transparent about where she is. She had just gotten out of jail. It went viral. Did you see it, Mary? It went viral when it came out. And she was very honest about what she had been through. And a lot of people reached out to her and just said, we're cheering for you. Thank you so much for speaking about it. And it just, my heart just went out to her, to see somebody. I know no one is immune, to see someone who so beautiful, so much. And she said, I have been dealing with addiction since I was 24, which is probably just about how old she was when she was at Miss America. And so it was. And so I was trying to find her last night. Is it recent? It's from December of 23. It was like 6 months ago. And you just never know. You never know what people are dealing with. You never, you talk about the importance of taking care of yourself mentally. And yes, Cullen Johnson, she was Miss Virginia, I believe, in 1994, probably, because we were 95, maybe it's 95. And yeah, it was just to see the videos back to back. You're like, oh, wow. Yeah, no, it was crazy. But I did see it. Yeah, crazy. But that's another one. Like Lynette and I were in our class of Miss America, and it's funny to see where everybody is. now. And Lynette looks literally exactly the same. And it's just so fun. It's so fun to see the girls. I mean, if you look at our pictures, I mean, you think you're so old, but you're 22. I was Jacqueline's age. Could you see Jacqueline at Miss America? This would be me the whole time. I'd be like, what did she say? What did she say? She farted? Oh, wonderful. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. No. Jacqueline and ironically, she would be gross, and then she'd win. They'd be like, "This is the most real Miss America we've ever had." I'd be like, "That's a word for it." Not after the lip sync comes in. I don't know. I'd probably she would have killed. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. No, she's so funny. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. She's making me laugh. Okay, there's too many sounds. What's wrong with you? Lulu's sick. We got to keep an eye on her. I married a classmate. He won't do this, but he goes with me. Oh. It would go down as the best Miss America ever. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. She would just be sleeping through the pageant. You don't know how many pictures we have of Jacqueline sleeping on the trip. We think she needs to take some iron pills. even on the trip, she's like, I think I need iron pills. Robin, her name is Cullen Johnson. I know. I bet she was. I just love that everybody seemed to love their group, their line leaders for the trip. Everybody was like, no, Jacqueline was the best line. Like of everybody, she was the best one. I was like, Michelle Mooney could not have been better. I was like, Dean did a great job. They're just like, oh my gosh, Robert and Dominic, they were just so on top of things. Like that Wendy, she just, everybody. Mm-hmm. It's a sleeping beauty pageant. Thank you, Joey Joe. She just got to find her niche. That's all. Mm-hmm. My mother made a coffee tabletop with pictures of everyone in the family sleeping on a couch or chair. It was hilarious. Tracy said Jan and Brooke rocked it. Oh, Team Wendy, Dom did an amazing job. Dean is the best. Yeah, no, it was good everywhere. Alejandra, she still just doesn't have. Did Dean have all the lean names? No, we didn't have enough leans to make a team. But we'll see for Vegas if there's a Kathleen, a Marlene, a Charlene, a Darlene. We'll put it all together. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, everybody seemed to be able to get where they were going. And I'm late. Are you bootless? I am bootless. Let me see. I don't think you can tell like how skinny it is. It's mostly like there's just no muscle like anywhere. It's just a stick leg. She doesn't do much. And she walks real slow. Dom was pointing out all the curbs he didn't want to pick us up. Yeah, and the two Belindas. We can have two Belindas. I can get all, oh my gosh, wouldn't it be funny if all the Michelles came and they were all in Michelle's group? Please, if your name is Michelle, please come to Vegas. If you have a friend named Michelle, if you have a sister named Michelle, please, I need you to come to Vegas. And just an entire team full of Michelles. Just, how did you get all those group pictures? It was difficult. It was very difficult to get the pictures, because it was so hot outside. You couldn't be outside for very long. And that's really the best place to get everybody together is outside, because it's just a lot. But we did get some inside when we were at the Country Music Hall of Fame, but not everybody was there. So it was a little, I know so many Michelles. Yeah. All the Michelles need to come. Yeah, I was making sure Mooney didn't fall down. Yeah. Michelle Mooney was so funny. Does she go to bed with a coffee cup in her hand? Probably. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, wait. My computer's going to go down. Hold on. I'm like a hot mess. Lulu, I need for you to stop breathing heavy onto my leg. She's like, okay. Hold on. It may just turn you off. I'm sure this happens at all the big morning shows where they go, guys, hold on. Somebody didn't plug something in. Ow. Hold on. I don't know where it is. This is how long everything takes me. I'm like, it's somewhere. Lou, you can't walk in front of me. Hold on. Oh, wait, I know where it is. It's back in the room from last night. Talk to each other. Stop breathing so heavy. I'm coming. Slow. And I have slippers on. I haven't decided if I'm going to be the lady that wears slippers just like in public, but I think I am. I mean, come on. We all know I will be. All right, move them. Listen, I can't pretend to be something we're not. I can't pretend to be cool. I can't pretend that we have like a huge production team. There we go. Okay. Anybody watching Court TV? That's your line, Patty Jack? That's your go-to? So who likes carrots? What? I know, Janice. What did they tell her about her leg? Janet, they said walk on it. That's it. They didn't say how. I mean, I guess that's what physical therapy is for. Everybody needs to lay down. Lay down. Everybody get in your cage. They're all here. They're just walking in circles. Go lay down. Go get in your cage. Everybody. Lou, go get in there. Go. Maybe I should turn 60 in Vegas. Stacey, is it your birthday? Can you just randomly call that up? You're like, you know what? My 60th wasn't for 3 more years, but I think I'm just going to celebrate in Vegas. All right. There's too many dogs moving. I feel like yeah. It will be my birthday. All right. One dog is down. One dog. Lay down. Right now. Lay down. Something's going on with Lulu, and I'm not really sure what it is. Lulu started doing. Does anybody's dog? Maybe these symptoms will make sense. Lulu, Meddy's like, I'm laying down. Yeah, it's Lulu, Andy. It's really weird. So 2 days ago, Lulu started sneezing like crazy. Please tell me if anybody can figure out what's going on with this dog. Sneezing like crazy. Couldn't stop. Must have sneezed 30 times in a row. And but her tail was still wagging. But just couldn't stop sneezing. So we got a wet paper towel, wiped down her face. We're like, okay, that was weird. Yeah, allergies maybe. Then yesterday, Dean said that she was doing what she's doing to me now, which is like right on top of you, like has to be near your leg. And when she went outside to poop, there was blood when she pooped. Sorry, graphic. Anyway, so then we all came home. I called the vet. The vet said, put her on a bland diet. Fine. So she's loving that. She gets chicken. She's having the time of her life. And now she's just breathing super heavy. What does this sound like? It was kind of after she invaded the trash. Yes. So we were thinking maybe she got into something, but I don't know what, because it was trash. Stop it. Booby. Stop it. Okay. Yes, of course, Carmen, we will celebrate your birthday in August and December. We will celebrate everybody's everything. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Canned pumpkin. Yeah, Judy, I tried to yesterday, and they had no openings until Friday. So if she's not acting right, then she'll go tomorrow. Right? Here, come up. Let everybody see you. Look in your eyes. Move, Colby. Move, Colby. Colby's not eating that much anymore. It's another one. Like I got like as soon as Colby, get up. He can't hear a word I said. He doesn't even hear this. Hey, get up. So I used to do the thing, because he can't hear anything I'm saying. I used to do the thing where I would stomp my feet. I'm not allowed to stomp my feet, according to the vet. I'm seeing the vet about my leg. You know what? It'd probably be just as effective. Come here, Lou. Come here. Let everybody see you. Let's do our own wellness check. Come here. Come here, Lou. My 64th birthday is exactly 1 week after the Vegas show. I sit down. Let everybody see you. Don't put your foot on my table. That's rude. Mm-hmm. I have to clap. I have an old guy. I have to clap and use sign language. That's where I am. She looks fine. That's just her resting bitch face. I think you're mixing up your doctor visit. You might want to check tomorrow's appointment. Yeah, maybe either I'm going to the vet or she's going to the orthopedist. I'm not sure. Lou, it's a telehealth visit. If you could face this direction. Lou. Lou. The panning is new. Lou, if you could face this direction. Hey, look this way. Look it over here. Look it over here. Yeah. If you could just move your head in this direction. It's a lot. It's just, okay. Anybody? She does hate seeing herself on camera. Yeah, no, she's not getting dry food. She's only allowed to eat the good chicken. Yeah. She's like, stop talking about my business. What about HIPAA? Okay. All right. She's good. You're good, right? She's like, do I look good? Is it warm? No, it's not warm in here. Oh, who that? She's like, let me see. See, no, she's fine. Oh, her hiney going. Okay. All right. Okay. Go ahead. Okay. Yeah, now she's fine. Dean, she keeps panning. We're trying to figure out what we should do. My mom would breathe like that, and the vet said it was from her being in pain. Was she recently outside? No. Are her gums lighter in color? Kristen, why are you asking me this? I don't even know what her color her gums are normally. That's what I'm saying, Leslie. This is my problem. Every time I try to get to the vet, they'll be like, we don't have any appointments. You have to go to emergency. I go, but do you know it's 4 times the price? So you have to wait. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Okay, outside. Oh, D. Michael.
What?
Hurry up, hurry up. Hurry up. D. D.
No,
D. D. All right, show's over. Show's over. Show's over. Yeah, that was a sign of something. That was a sign of something.
no.
It's everywhere. All right, gotta go.
This was Lulu?
Oh, it's hitting. It's hitting. Oh, my Dean, clean it up. Dean. Don't just stand there and get a trash bag. That was a sign. It was definitely a sign. Okay.
I'm not even smelling.
Oh, you're gonna smell it. Ugh.
It's over here.
We gotta go.
Oh.
Whoa. Okay. Listen, everybody. Have a great day. Have a great day. I know. All right. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. If your dog starts to pant like that, something bad's about to happen. Just know it. Keep it in mind. All right. It was Lulu. All right. I'll see you guys. Thanks for watching as always. Have a great day, a blessed day, and all the stuff I normally say. All right. I'll see you. Bye-bye.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed today's morning show, make sure to follow us for more One Funny Mother content.
Okay. All right. Morse code is tapping.
And check out OneFunnyMotherStore.com for great new inappropriate swag. And for more exclusive content, consider becoming a supporter.
She got a bad leg.
Thanks again, and we'll see you tomorrow on